Hello there everybody, this is Kristen. Welcome back to Crochet Witch Tarot, and I have a walkthrough for you today. This is the Local Honey Picture Box Oracle deck by Emily Wilcox, which is now funding on Kickstarter. And Emily so kindly sent me this copy to show you all and get to know and review. So today we are doing a walkthrough of it. I have used it a bit, not enough yet to give a sort of like full thoughts review, but I love what I see so far. So to begin, I thought I would read an excerpt from the introduction that I thought kind of captured what this deck is all about. So it is designed to serve as a pattern language and visual map of the actual nuts and bolts of how to love yourself. It reflects a solid framework of concepts and practices that I have found to be effective and actionable for building self-love in my process of recovering from narcissistic abuse, codependency, and workaholism. Created from the beginning of 2019 through the end of 2022, each of the 44 cards in the deck features an image of an original 14 by 21 oil painting designed to represent a specific aspect of how to love yourself. My approach to self-love and healing is informed by chaos magic, Nathaniel Branden's writings on self-esteem, Jungian psychology, 12-step programs, and an anarchist and anti-capitalist ethos. The imagery of the deck reflects the people, settings, everyday objects, and dreamscapes that were part of my life and surroundings during the time of its creation. So cool. I love the whole concept of this deck, and especially learning that all of the images in here are oil painting. Oh my gosh. I'm a fan of any art medium, honestly. I think it all is spectacular when people bring things into creation in any sort of way, but I do always have a special spot for oil painting. I don't know what it is. I just think it's fantastic. So it comes in a 2-part box. That's absolutely gorgeous. This is the full guidebook, so you get a pretty lengthy write-up for each card. I will shuffle and pull us a communal card at the end and read the guidebook, so you can get a little preview of that. But the cards themselves are a kind of smooth finish, so not really like full gloss, but it's got that kind of sheen to it, which I love. What I would compare this to is if you have the latest editions of either the Southern Botanical Oracle or the Southern Gothic Oracle. That's what the cardstock reminds me of. Now let's see if I have a standard tarot deck to compare this to, because I always forget. Okay, I have the Hellenic Oracle right here, which is standard tarot. So it is an oracle size, but kind of on the smaller side of oracle, so it's not huge, which I really appreciate. I love this size of oracle because I can still riffle shuffle it, but I like having my oracles be bigger than the tarot, because usually they're kind of my focal point. So here are the backs. I think they're so pretty. I love this flaming heart there. And I'm gonna flip through. These are not in order whatsoever because I've already shuffled and used it. So let's zoom in here. And I didn't want to put it back in order because it's an oracle, you know, I don't really feel like you need to see it in its order per se. It doesn't follow any certain like thread in that way from my understanding. So let's just get into it. The Trinity. We're already starting with, ooh, probably my favorite card. I think this is so fantastic with the clover here. Completeness. Self-esteem, emotional availability is what it says in the ribbon there. Genuine yes, genuine no. Uncensor yourself. I love this with the horses. Thank yourself. I think that is fantastic for the box art image. The thank yourself card. How cool is that? I also love how through, I think most of the cards, we get this honeycomb theme somewhere in the picture. Triggers as arrows. Inverse golden rule. And what says on her ribbon there is, do unto yourself as you would have others do unto you. I love that idea of, instead of kind of, I know I am guilty of this, of expecting other people to treat me how I treat them, instead of waiting around for that, doing it for myself instead. Black hole. Stay curious. I love this. Physical, mental, emotional. Block to awareness. Tend your mental garden. I love that concept. I love relating the mental landscape to a garden. It makes sense to me. The Welcome Lounge. Love your demons. Rebellion. That's a great card. Be your own sweetie. I love this. I don't know, something about the word sweetie. I love it. Don't try to convince people. Commitment. So beautiful. Grief allowance. Self-sacrifice is an ego trap. Oh my gosh, when I read that one at first, ooh, that one hit home. Airing your trauma versus healing your trauma. Honor your pace. I love that with the moon cycles. So beautiful. Vulnerability and strength. The container. Committee meeting. I love this with all the dolls sitting around a candle. Like, is that me with my ponies? Yes. We're having a very important meeting. Override starvation programs. Boundaries, identity, will. I love how the honeycomb is kind of snaking up her there. Navigate conflict by grounding in self-love. Love is alchemy. So cool. I love that idea. Make room for opposites. See yourself. Connection with the whole. Reality check. Emotional landfill. Oh my gosh, words today. Emotional landfill. Not destroying any parts. License to create. Discomfort of growth versus discomfort of harm. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Mind your ratio. I love this card. This was the first card that I pulled from this deck, and man, did it hit home. How much do you respect yourself? How much do you trust yourself? Forgiveness through repair. I love how it looks like they're journaling. Protect yourself. Stop hurting yourself. And last but not least, speak your truth. So good. Okay, So, to wrap up this little intro video, I'm going to shuffle and just pull a collective card. So if you would like to pay attention to this message, please do. But if not, then just listen along for the guidebook sample. All right. And we have, let's do this one. Commitment. Cool. Okay. Let's get to the guidebook. Committing to self-love means you refuse to be in a hostile dynamic with any version of yourself, past, present, or future. Instead, you agree to create a supportive relationship with each and every version of yourself. If there's something you don't know how to love, you'd better be damned sure that you'll be willing to figure it out no matter what. That's what this commitment means. If you recognize that you've been in patterns of not loving yourself as much as you'd like to, and you want to change it, then committing to that change is the natural next step. When you commit to prioritizing self-love, you're acknowledging that you don't have to already perfectly know how to love yourself in order to move in that direction. Aligning with self-love as a priority is a practice, not a static, mastered state. Committing to self-love means pledging allegiance to yourself. It means making a decision to consistently have your own back and to learn whatever you need to along the way. When you commit to self-love, then as an extension of that, you are also committing to healthier relationships and to crafting an authentic life. This isn't always a smooth process as it unfolds, which is why you'll need a commitment. Aspects of your life and ways of being that don't allow appropriate room for you to love yourself might have to fall away in the process of living out this commitment, which can create disruptions and losses in your experience. So good. I love that that's the card that came up with a deck all about self-love. So that, my friends, is all I have for you today. So I will post a link to Emily's Kickstarter in the description below. I am so excited about this. I'm pretty sure, last I checked, the deck has already reached its funding as well, which, no surprise, it's gorgeous. And yeah, you can find all of that information below. I'll also put Emily's Instagram as well. So, other than that, I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far, and I'll see you again very soon.